did this the other day. I'm going to do it, see how it feels.
Go on.
I think you're going to laugh. I think it's going to work because I'm already giggling at it. They went 5, 4. Hello, Kate.
Hello, John.
I'm going to leave that little count in. That's why it started weirdly, because so you know why me and Kate are being weird, because I did that little count.
That was the weirdest start to a podcast I've ever had.
But it's what they do on broadcast stuff.
I don't think
In
I'm cool
5,
enough.
4. And I'm not, but he did it to me and I was just like sat next to him.
What
And then
was
I
it?
did what you did and he didn't explain to everybody.
What was going on?
Yeah, I've just done a big stupid count like we work on the BBC.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good.
Good. I'm really good because the sun is shining and it's December.
Yeah.
It feels really good for the bones.
Yes, at the time of recording, we've had just nothing but wet weather for ages.
A long, long time.
Yeah.
A long time.
Thank God you can't see Kate's shoes. Because
What a way to
they
start.
are pristine apart from, I think, a nanometer of mud, which you've been upset about.
Oh, I know. So just for everybody that's listening, I'm getting some building work done, and to leave the house today, I had to go through mud in my best shoes.
Yeah.
Travesty.
And because you can't see Kate's feet or the bottom of her legs, she is utterly spotless. Like a sacrificial lamb. And at that point, welcome to the Building Brads podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us who you are and what you do.
Oh, what a question. So, who am I? I'm Kate. Thank you for having me. And I am the founder of KW Marketing, and we are a really specialist digital marketing agency. We focus in food and drink. We are massive foodies, which makes it even better. And in essence, if you have a product, you sell it online, we help you with sales growth, revenue growth, and we help via the means of email marketing, ads, whether it's Google or Meta ads, whether it's social media, whatever those sort of marketing channels or tactics are, we help on that sort of digital space.
Okay, but so you're one of those agencies that's done that clever thing that everybody says in all the books to niche.
Yeah,
And
it
it's
was a
food and
big
drink.
step for us. It was actually a really big step for us.
Oh, so you didn't start out that way?
We didn't start out that way. I started 8 years ago on my own, and I was working in-house in brands, and then I decided, okay, I'm going to do this on my own, and I'm going to be really proud of the work that I deliver as well. Anybody that knows me knows how much of an OCD freak I am as well, and how the output of the work and the work that I do has to be 10 out of 10. And that was my main driver for sort of going on my own. And when I started out, I kind of fell into food and drink. I think where we are in the Southwest, we're really lucky that we've got loads of food and drink producers down here. You know, we've got cheesemongers, we've got gin makers, we've got all of these amazing people around us. And I kind of fell into that niche when I first started. And then I got to the point where I was like, oh, you know, do I either jump ship and go back into full-time work, which gave me the scares, or do I grow what I've built so far and take the next step, which is going into an agency world and growing my team and all of those things, which was quite daunting. It's something I'd never done before. Gave me like scare feels a little bit. And I thought, why not? Let's grow it, let's do it. So we're kind of 3 years into that sort of growth piece of growing the agency. And we are a full team, which is amazing. And we are all passionate foodies. Like, we get samples sent to us and we are around the table and we're like, I'll have that, no, I'll have this. And we all like fight over these products. But I think that is born out of where we live, the brands that we work with. And also I think what we see a lot is the passion of food and drink brands that we work with. Like, it's normally a founder that we work with who started the product on a kitchen table or, you know, in their kitchen at home, who then grows because everybody loves their product as much as they do. And then we get that belief in their brand, and then we feel really proud to help them grow it as well. So it's that storytelling piece as well, which we love and we lean into. So yeah, in essence.
And did you always have quite the broad range of topics? Because I've seen you speak eloquently and brilliantly on, and fallen down the stairs during your intro at one of your talks on email marketing, and you're superb at that.
Yeah.
So are the other services stuff that you've expanded into because there's a client demand, or?
Yeah, and I think that goes back to when we niched. I was on the border of, do we niche into email or do we niche into food and drink?
Right.
So that first initial year of niching into food and drink, I was like, oh, shit, have we gone the wrong way?
Yeah.
Not sure if we can swear, but
yeah,
great. That's what I thought. I was like, oh, should we have gone into email? Because, if you niche one way or you niche the other, it opens different doors.
Yeah.
And anybody that's heard me speak, I love email. I love the power of it. It's so tangible. That's why I love it.
Yeah.
There's no, I can stand in front of people and tell them the power of it and the data backs me up. Mm-hmm. And I think that's really important. Whereas if I'm talking about social media, if I'm talking about, SEO or whatever it might be, the data backing up what I'm saying is slightly looser.
Right. So
then it gives that sort of difficult questions piece, whereas email's factual, it's black, it's white, it makes you this much money. Great, everybody's happy.
Yeah.
So I love email. It will always be my passion.
Mm-hmm.
But do I love food more? Yes. That's it.
That's good. One thing you'll notice about Kate, if you ever have the opportunity to chat with her, is that she loves a lot of things. She loves the number 2, the number 9, email, food, your clients.
Earrings.
Just ever since you've come in, you must have said that you're in love with about 25 things. That's what a glorious thing.
Aww.
Because there's so many people who are just miserable with the world, and particularly in the weather we've had and this time of year. You just get lots of people are down. Oh, I hate that. I hate this. You're very much the opposite.
Yeah.
You walk around loving stuff.
And I feel as though as well, because I have a team and we're a relatively growing but young team, it's really important to me that I bring the energy and bring the vibes. And anybody who works with me, my team will be watching this probably laughing oh my God, Jack, she's so full of energy. And I get sometimes it's probably Kate, just calm down a little bit. But I think it's really important that when you have a young team and you are all growing together, you're all getting into your own lanes, you're all learning out who's good at what, that energy is really important. And that's everything that we try from a value perspective in our agency, is keep that energy, because clients come to us and normally they are, sales are down and marketing's not working for us. And I'm like, right, so hi, here's how we can help you. And that's really important. It's that confidence piece as well, I think.
Yeah. Absolutely. You see it all the time when you can have someone go into a room, and people, particularly in marketing, people want that person with energy and some oomph and vibes.
Yeah.
In the agency, I've got a friend who does finance and operations fractionally for lots of different agencies, and I'm like, what do you think the one thing is that they buy from you? And she's like, that vibes. Because I do vibes first, and then I can do the accounts, and I can do all the HMRC stuff and the payroll, and
all boring.
And all just difficult tax stuff.
Yeah.
But she brings vibes first, and that's what people buy. And in a marketing, so that's working for marketing agencies. But if you're a company and you've just or you're looking at marketing agencies, you want realistic numbers and forecasts, but you also, this is something that my wife said years ago, was people want to have fun when they come and visit their marketing agency or in the meetings. They should go away having had fun, because this should be more play than it is work, even though it obviously is work, otherwise they wouldn't pay us to do it.
Yeah.
And I think, you're a great example of the sort of person who does that really well.
Yeah, and I think sometimes people, when I go in to present or to do a talk or whatever, people get off the stage and they're like, you're so passionate about email, aren't you? And I'm like, I am passionate about other things as well. It's not just email.
Also, there's a bit of performance in that.
There's actually not. I am so passionate about email. It is ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you're as passionate about as email, excluding family and friends? Food. Email, food.
Yeah.
And then I presume something beginning with G. E, F, G.
I don't know.
Yeah, something. We'll think of something by the end.
But I think what we really struggle with sometimes is the misconception of the word marketing. And it's a conversation I have with in-house marketers. It's a conversation I have with clients we work with. And it's always around, they come to us and they go, marketing doesn't work for us. And I'm like, should we break that down and let's actually talk about what hasn't worked and are you doing the right marketing? And that's where then email really plays a big part, and probably why I become so passionate about it, because if you do marketing properly, the bottom line of marketing is it should increase your revenue.
Yeah, right.
And I think that has disjointed quite a lot in the last sort of 5 to 10 years, because the likes of, and I'm not decrying it, but social media, UGC, like influencers, all of that stuff, TikTok, it disjoints the message of sales and marketing working hand in hand. And one of my massive missions is to join that back up.
Oh, this is why we get on. Well, that and our mutual love of earrings and good nails.
Yeah, both of those. Both of those.
Yeah, aligning and making sales and marketing work happily together is just, I get really passionate about that as well. But I kind of hate myself for it.
Me too.
Because jeepers, there's much better things in the world. Anyway, let's not worry about that, because these people are working in sales and marketing, as do we.
Great.
So let's make sure that we keep our vibe. I don't know why I tried to bring us down.
Get the energy back up, John.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Kate. Thanks. And what's your role other than vibes and energy and saying love? What's your role at KW Marketing, and how's that evolving as you grow?
Now that is a question and a half. What is my role? So I was on delivery when I first started, and we started to grow the agency. I was very much a generalist marketer across the board. I'm actually a bit of a geek as well. Love to geek out on like tech. If I don't know something, a little bit like you, I like to like understand. If I don't understand, the world has to stop until I understand. So I've kind of gone from that delivery role, and in the last 3 years, I've gone into more of that visionary sort of, where are we going? What are we doing? How are we going to do it? How are we going to show up? So my role has very much evolved over time. I think I've picked up things that I hate, like invoicing, payroll, all of that stuff, all the boring stuff. I call it the boring stuff. And slowly I'm getting rid of that, which is amazing. But then I've also picked up stuff that I've never done before that I now absolutely love, and that's planning for the future. What's the output we want to give to our clients? What does a service look like? And it's polishing and refining stuff, which I really, really love.
Wow. Yeah. That's great.
Really, really love it. Because those challenges that we had before of, it's an email service, we offer this and it includes this.
Yeah.
I now have the time and space to go, it's an email service, it includes this, and actually here's how we can make it better.
Yeah.
And that is amazing. But I still have one delivery day a week, and I love it. I love it. I just do email, obviously, and I love it.
Yeah, yeah. That's a great thing to maintain to still be on the tools, so to speak.
I love it.
And and it's doing what you got really excited about.
I think one day I will step away from that. But right now, when I'm educating, talking, teaching about email, I think it's really important that I'm still in the platform and I'm still actively using it.
Yeah. How many people are in your team now?
So we are a full-time team of, I'm going to say 4.
Come on, that's great.
Yeah, I'm going to say 4. And then we've got a network of freelancers that then feed into the work that we do. Most of those people are like long-standing relationships and partners that we've used for the last sort of 8 years. And they are, I consider them my friends. Like, without them, our business and engine doesn't function. So they're as much as my team as, my employed team are. But I think what we've really nailed down on this year is working to your strengths, getting in your lane, getting rid of the shit you're not very good at, and just doing what you are really good at.
Do you have like it should be an open question, sorry. Do you have a framework that you're hanging that on? It sounds like there's a framework behind the agency, either one that you've got from books or from somewhere, or something that you've designed yourself.
I think no framework is the answer to that, but I think it just comes from experience of, we've moved and transitioned so much in 3 years, quite quickly. I think agency world moves so quickly. And when you go from an in-house role into an agency role, I think you realise how quickly things move. And in that time, we've learned very quickly that if you pivot and you pivot the wrong way, that you need to pivot back the right way really quickly. So I think speed and being really agile is one of our massive strengths. But no framework. Should I have a framework?
No, not necessarily.
Oh.
Although you talked about yourself as a visionary, so I would suggest that Traction by Gino Wickman
I love a good reco.
is a good book to read.
Okay.
To be clear, I've never read the book.
How can you recommend a book?
My ex-managing director and current wife read it, and we ran Noisy Little Monkey, our agency. Like, she executed our growth plans via Traction, and it was all about 5-year plans, 10-year plans. Who do you need in place? What should they be doing? What shouldn't they be doing?
Yeah.
Who's the visionary? Who's the visionary and a someone who makes it happen. They're
like the doer.
Yeah, not quite the doer, but someone who sits between the doers and the visionary.
Yeah.
Because obviously, when you get super fired up, maybe you become overly motivational, and they're like that. Yeah, I just need to.
Yeah.
So, integrator, visionary integrator, stuff like that. Well, it's worth a look.
I know I need to look, and I actually think if I go back a year, I was an integrator. I was very much, because I'm really organised, operational processes and all of those things.
Yeah.
But because we've nailed that now, it's allowed me to step up
to be the visionary bit.
And then my team go, oh my God, she's got another idea.
Yeah.
Head down, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh no, she's got another one. And they look at me, and sometimes I can see the eye rolls like coming at me, and I'm like, just trust me on this one. It's going to be the next big thing. Let's go.
Yeah. That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
One of the examples, I think is one that Gino Wickman had, and maybe it's from somewhere else, is like your vision. Your team is that you're all like in the jungle, and you can't quite see the woods, and the visionary is the person who's up the tree going, "We're going to go that way," and the integrator is the one who goes, "Well, yeah, fine, but let's not machete the way through the tree that they're up."
And where's the map?
Yeah, exactly. What we'll do is we'll go this way because it looks easy, and we're not going straight into a river. And the visionary's off.
Yeah.
They're in the river, like, I'm fucked, and they're going backwards a long way.
No, my team are very good at being that.
They're integrating themselves.
Exactly that.
Nice.
Yeah, and equally pull me back when I need to be pulled back, which
That's
I think
brilliant.
Is really good and really powerful. And again, that's a massive lesson that I think as we've grown as an agency is brilliant, because instead of me just going full steam ahead, which I do quite a lot, they now pull me back when I need to be pulled back. Like, actually, Kate, this might not be right because of X, Y, and Z. And they lead with data. And that is so powerful.
The students have become the masters.
Yeah, they are the masters at what they do now.
That's great.
And I'm so proud of that.
And they know they need to convince you with data.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Talking of data, I suspect that does lead on to the next question.
Oh, yeah, go on.
Which is... we're in the middle of why do you do what you do.
Okay.
I was going to jump on to the next one. Let's go. Why do you do this? What made you get into this?
Do you know, I've had this question asked like a few times over the last couple of weeks, and every time I kind of give a different answer, and then I'm like, why actually do I do what I do?
Yeah, context free of who is asking.
I think why I do what I do. So I am from a family of boys. I've got 3 brothers. We're 4 in total. I'm the youngest. I'm the only girl.
Right.
And as I grew up, because I was the youngest, the boys of the family did really well in their careers. Like, 2 of them have gone into the textile trade. My dad was a master at his work. Like, he was the retail king, as we call him. And so 2 went into the textile trade. Then my brother, the next one down, he played for England rugby. He did significantly well in his career. And I think I felt the heat so much on me when I was growing up to be like, what do I do? Like, I never went to university. I rebelled against going to uni.
Twins.
Yeah, because I just felt the pressure at school. You have to go to university to succeed. And I was like, I don't have to do anything, and I don't want to go to uni unless I'm going to be a doctor. So I then fell into this like, where do I go? What do I do? And I moved straight to London. my mum actually got me a job like the day after I'd finished my A-levels. I was so tired. I think I was hungover, like from celebrating. She's like, you're moving to London tomorrow. I was like, sorry, what? She was like, I've got you a job. I was like, oh, thanks, Mum. Brilliant. And I went and worked for a marketing and PR agency there. I made tea and coffee. I did no actual marketing at all. But I still felt like the pressure of, I need to do something great. So as like my career progressed, I then moved back to Devon, really missed it. I think I lasted 8 months in London. I really missed it. I really missed home. I know, it's not long enough, is it? My mum kept sending me like food parcels back to London. Like it was not
like you're on sort of military manoeuvres somewhere and she's sending you.
It was not the best
parcels.
time of my life.
That's great.
And then I moved home, and it then became clearer like why I was doing what I was doing, why I was so motivated. And it was not to prove to my dad, like, 'cause my dad was never judgy or anything like that, but it was more around like to prove to myself that I don't have to go to uni, I don't have to have this like 100 grand salary, but I can still succeed.
Yeah.
And then as time's gone on and things have like progressed, obviously we're now an agency, we serve in a niche, like, you know, we're award winning, which is amazing. And now I've got like my brothers saying to me, I'm really proud of you. And I'm like, I've made it.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Yeah.
I might as well retire now. Because I think it's that sense of, I was the only girl in the family. I had 3 brothers, and I just wanted to make, like, we're a proud family. I'm a Williams. So, you know, we always go, oh, we're a Williams. So my why was always to make my dad proud.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've ticked that box now. So there was like this disjoint in the last sort of year. Well, what is my why now?
Yeah.
But the more you go into an industry, your why then changes.
Yep.
Because now my why is, we work with founders who are so time poor. They're normally small to medium-sized businesses who are, they have the foundations to grow, they just don't know how to grow. Mm-hmm. And our job and my why is to give them the platform and chance to do that. Mm-hmm. So I've kind of gone from a personal why into a business why, and it's so seamlessly crossed over in the middle.
Nice.
So yeah.
Nice. Nice. I love that. Isn't it weird how, I mean, even at this age...
I feel like that's baffled you, that.
No, even, I mean, it's. I'm having a bit of a revelation. Also, my stomach's rumbling, so I'm trying to talk to cover that. No, but they can.
Oh.
Because it's mic'd. Let's hope you can't. If you could, I apologise.
And bring me a sandwich.
Yeah. So it's weird. I'm 55 and I still want to do stuff that would make my dad proud.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make my mum proud, but she had the audacity to die, which was a bit annoying. But I've got, you know, everything I'll often think, oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
My mum would be pleased with that.
Yeah.
My dad will be. I can't wait to tell my dad.
Yeah.
Now he's getting quite old, where the conversations we have are primarily based around both of our health.
Yeah.
And we I never go, oh, and by the way, I did this.
Yeah.
But it doesn't go away.
No. Honestly, it means so much because he's 90 now. Like, he's of a really grand age. And even now he will sit and have a conversation with me about business, and he'll be like, but you need to do this and you need to do that. And that is now that's our chat.
Nice.
And he's like, you're doing really well. And I'm like, that's it. Like, that's my why.
Yeah.
Because it was always, oh, she's the youngest. She's the little girl. Like, you know, oh, I don't know what Kate's doing. And now everybody's like, oh, actually, she's done quite well. And she didn't get any qualifications at uni or anything.
Excellent.
So yeah, here we are.
Yeah, excellent. Excellent. So how does KW Marketing do what it does differently from all the other agencies that do such similar things? Yeah. Apart from food and drink being the niche. I mean,
I know.
I'm not giving you that one as an easy win.
How do we do it differently? We always show up and we start with us as human beings. And I think that's really important because, again, I think in the agency world, and I've seen this a lot from being in-house, you work with an agency in inverted commas and you lose the personal touch of a human being. Mm-hmm. Oh, I can't speak to this agency unless it's between 9 and 5, or I've got a scheduled call, or, you know, there's all of those boundaries in place. And I think what we do really well, and what is a massive focus for me, is just constantly keeping that human first approach, because the bottom line is we deal with our clients are human beings, And that goes back to the marketing efforts that we do as well. If you blanket market, you're not going to get any results from your marketing because it's not personalised. So at every layer, whether it's our clients, whether it's the marketing output that we're doing, human-led is so important. And I think sometimes agencies lose that. And I think they lose that when they go from a founder or somebody creating an agency into an agency model, because it's, oh, well, the founder's gone now, so who are we? And there becomes a bit of a, an identity crisis that happens.
Yep.
And again, I'm so passionate that we are never going to go into an identity crisis because we are human first.
Yeah.
So whether it's me that you see showing up, whether it's Laura that you see showing up, whether it's Phoebe talking on socials, for us, it's so important that we are human beings talking to human beings.
Right. Yeah, that is different. That's brilliant. Well done. I was waiting for you to go. It's about the data and me going,
that was
I'm going to have to
boring.
pull her on that because that's what everybody else says. Excellent. Wonderful.
I know.
So human first. Well, particularly in these times of automation. I mean, and I use plenty of automation and AI with my clients, but there's the human first thing is huge.
And I think the power of a really good marketer is how to be human first, but by using AI and personalization and automations. And I got an email.
How are we not married? Because this.
Honestly, and I got an email in my inbox last week and it was automated.
Yeah.
And it was AI driven, but it was of a direct response from a call that I'd been on. And I was like, we've already been on a call. You've already spoken to me. But this is automated. And I was just like, this just feels as though it's so not personalised. And I didn't reply.
Yeah, because it's disjointed.
And then I got 3 more automated emails with the same message, and I still haven't replied.
Yeah.
Out of principle.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
It's from the doctor.
Yeah. But that's the key, isn't it? Like, use automation, use AI to your advantage, but just make sure it's personalised.
Yeah, human first.
Yeah.
Love it.
You can still be human first and be automated and personalised.
I'd argue you have to be.
Exactly.
Otherwise you're screwed, which is what you just said.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm an old white man in a meeting room. So I've just repeated what you said as if it was my idea.
Yeah, it was actually my idea.
Congratulations, me.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Which is, that leads us nicely into, because AI and stuff, even as young as you are, that it wasn't around when you started, and I wonder whether it would play into any of the advice that you might give younger Kate.
Difficult. Advice. Okay, so, and again, we see this happen a lot, and it's probably going back into what I've said. The younger generation that are coming up behind me, so I've got 2 generations behind me now. I've got the Gen Zers, and then is it the Alphas behind that?
Oh, I have no idea.
So I'm lost in 2 generations.
Yeah.
And I think there's this thought that when you go into marketing, it's going to be really easy. You're going to know everything. AI will help you do everything. And I'm a social media marketer, expert, or whatever it might be, at the age of 18.
Yeah.
And I'm not decrying that in any way, shape or form. I think when you hit the word digital, it's so vast, it's huge. There's so many different platforms. Marketing is such an umbrella word. And what the piece of advice that I would give my younger self is, and what did me really well, is niche into one area that you want to focus on. Obviously mine was email. I didn't pick email, I got pushed into email. But the second side to that is, once you know which way you want to go, be really confident in it. Somebody told me once, and it was only 3 years ago, and it's a really good friend of mine, she's a business friend of ours, and she said to me, if you don't back yourself, nobody else is going to back yourself. And I think it was until I took on that line and lived and breathed it, we saw a massive shift in everything we were doing, because before that I'd be like, oh, maybe I should do that, and oh, maybe we should go and do that, and maybe there's loads of maybes. Whereas now I'm like, we're going to do that, and we're showing up here, and we're doing this at this time. And for us, that has been a massive game-changing piece of advice.
Yeah. So
back yourself.
Niche down and back yourself. And I must only have known you since you've only backed yourself.
Yeah, probably.
That's how I perceive you. Is
Yeah, probably.
Kate? If Kate's going to do, Kate says she'll do it. She'll do it. She'll do it as probably better than most people. And it'll. But also, if it's really difficult, she'll probably walk through walls to get it done.
Yeah.
You come across with that energy.
Yeah. And behind the scenes, I'm like I was only saying to somebody today, my social batteries like run out really quickly. So if I'm like going to a conference or I'm doing a client meeting, I will show up as much as I can, 10 out of 10. I'll give it all my energy, all my time. I'll prepare for it. After that point, my batteries will be out and they'll need a recharge. But most people get this, perception that I'm constantly on all the time. The likelihood is when I go home, I'll probably sit in a dark room with no device and turn all the lights off and not talk to anybody. Because that's my recharge phase. So I think, again, there's a misconception of digital, social, everything being on all the time, that then makes me feel like I need to switch off quite a lot of the time as well.
Brilliant advice.
Yeah.
Brilliant advice.
Unless you're my husband and he's like, why are you sitting in a dark room with no lights on, no television? Where's your phone? Why aren't you answering the phone?
Are you crying?
I'm like, I just need a minute.
Right.
I'm not an extrovert. I think everybody thinks I'm an extrovert.
Yeah.
But I'm actually an introvert.
Yeah. You've just got the armour that you put on and you just go out and get
like
it done.
My husband will go into a room and he's fully extrovert. Like he shows up, wants everybody to talk to him. Like he loves explaining his stories and stuff. And I'll go in and until I've sussed the room out, know who's in the room, know exactly where I need to be at what time and show up, and then I might just come out slightly extrovert. But 9 times out of 10, I'm an introvert.
I like it.
Like if you see me before building brands and somebody tries to talk to me, I'm like, I'll catch you after.
Yeah.
I'll see you at the end.
Yeah. When I'll be on the bounce. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. That's really good. It's been such a good. I mean, I had fun while we were setting up, and so this is just a delight that I get to chat to you for another 40 odd minutes. Where can people find you online?
Oh, we're everywhere, John. We are everywhere. So we are Instagram, we're on LinkedIn. So obviously I'm on LinkedIn. We have our own podcast as well.
Yes.
Which is called the Food Marketing Podcast, and that is a passion of mine. Actually, I love our podcast. I really
add it to the
love
list
it.
of things you love.
Yeah, I love our podcast because it's real. Because
I love it. I think it's a great
real
podcast.
People having real conversations about things that are happening in real life.
Yeah.
So go and listen to our podcast, but we are literally everywhere. KW Marketing.
Okay.
Everywhere. Go and search us, follow us.
Put links in the description.
Yeah.
Brill, thanks for having me.
Thank you for having me. And hopefully some of my advice as well will help people in the same position as me as well, because when I was going through my career with marketing, and I still am, I wish people were telling me these things. Like, because you listen to them and you go, oh, she's told me to back myself, how cliche. But actually, if you back yourself, great things happen. So back yourself.